In a quiet garden, there lived a lovely little violet. She was always fragrant and gentle. She lived happily among her neighboring flowers. One day, as she gazed at the elegant rose radiant and proud, lighting up the entire garden, Violet suddenly felt small. She sighed. Compared to that lucky rose, I'm nothing. If only I could be a rose just once in my life. Just once, so I wouldn't have to lie so close to the ground. That alone would make me content. A kind fairy happened to overhear her wish and gently asked, "What's troubling you, little one?" Violet replied earnestly, "I know you are kind and full of love. Please, I beg you, turn me into a rose." The fairy looked at her with care. "Do you truly understand what you're asking for? One day, you may regret it." But Violet insisted. Moved by her longing, the fairy finally agreed. With a touch of her magical finger, Violet transformed into a tall, proud rose. Her crimson petals glowed in the sunlight. Then one day, a storm swept through the garden, breaking branches, uprooting tall plants. The entire garden was battered by wind and rain, except for the small flowers close to the ground, like the violets. When the storm passed, the sky turned blue again. The violets waved their purple petals and played joyfully together. One looked at the fallen rose once Violet and said with pity, "Look, she's paying the price for her fleeting desire." The rose lay broken on the ground, her stem shattered, petals torn. With her last breath, she whispered, "I was never afraid of the storm. When I was just a little violet, I sometimes felt content. But over time, I felt small, dull, and invisible. I didn't want to live a life clinging to the earth, timid and fragile, buried beneath the snow each winter. Today, though I must say goodbye, I am joyful and fulfilled. I've seen the vibrant world above. I lived as a true rose, lifting my face to the sun, hearing the whispers of the wind, playing with the morning dew. I touched the robe of the light spirit with my fragrant petals. I may die, but I've reached the peak of my longing. I've lived my dream. That is the most meaningful thing in my life."